Hello everyone and welcome to the Hobart Bay Sports Network. I am your host Justin Winter, and today we see how the Hobart Bay Ones can fare against the Washington State Cougars. They're 3-2. They boast one of the best pass offenses in the nation. They do have an injury in Ekuale, but Luke Falk, their starting quarterback, is perfectly fine, and he's a 99 overall. He's got great throw power and accuracy, not much of a scrambler, very much a pocket passer, but that's still very deadly against this team. We can also look at Robert Lewis, their star wide receiver. 86 overall, kind of slow for a receiver. 89, I guess that's average. He's got good catching. And you also look at Keith Harrington, who's got more speed, but obviously less catching on his side. Still, it should be a dominant game for Washington State. We're in Pullman, Washington today, not Seattle, Washington, as Hobart Bay prepares to go down with the Washington State Cougars. Washington State is coached by Mike Leach. He's an air raid offense. Most of the offenses that Hobart Bay has faced thus far specialize in running the ball, especially in the read option. And that might be why you have so many blowouts against Hobart Bay, because they can't, defend the run. They also can't run the ball themselves, but that's besides the point. Actually, you have the two worst rushing offenses in the nation here. That's actually really funny. But perhaps going against a different scheme of offense will help Hobart Bay. Maybe they'll be able to make this one closer. I don't know. But let's go down to the coin toss right now. Or I say it right now, but it'll probably be a couple seconds. Okay, here it is. Captains are Zach East and Michael Weisbecker. Interesting that Zach East is there. Tails is the call-in. Tails is the result. So Hobart Bay will be kicking off once again. And again, no wind for this game. It's always nice to have no wind. Brings out how the kickers truly are. Here we go. Chase Brooks ready to kick off against the Wazoo Cougars. Back to return is Wicks. He's got some blockers, but Hobart Bay once again closes in. He stiff-armed a man, but that's about all. So Luke Falk is coming off of a great game last week. 24 of 39, 351 yards, and 3 touchdowns. That's pretty good. We'll find out if he's got that kind of stuff today. 2nd down and 10 real quick. Shotgun. Everyone's going out for a pass, and it's caught by Gerard Wicks again. Absolutely destroyed a man with his stiff arm, but he got caught. So it's a quick 1st down now for Washington State. No play action. He's just going to throw it, and that's Harrington, and Harrington has a 1st down. So, you know how I said that maybe Hobart Bay's, maybe a change of offense would do this defense of Hobart Bay some good? Starting to think that's not so true. Pass to Wicks, makes a man miss, makes more men miss, and he goes for a touchdown. Yeah, I was definitely wrong about what I said earlier. Luke Falk, 3 of 4. They had a 4-play drive, an incompletion on the first play, and then 3 completions for a touchdown. Well, Hobart Bay's offense, still going out of that eye. Alex Howell got 4 yards, probably closer to 3.5. But we'll see how their run game does. They're continuing in that hurry-up. They're trying to emulate other teams with that scheme. And Alex Howell fights his way for a 1st down. 2 yards ain't much, but that's enough for a 1st down, and that's what matters the most. Toss to the left to Howell, and his own line didn't bother to block, didn't bother to do their jobs. 3rd down and 15 now. This is probably going to be an interception. And what do you know? It's basically a guarantee with this Hobart Bay team that when you have 3rd down and long to go, that they're going to throw it deep, and that it's either going to be nowhere near defender or receiver, or it's going to be right to the defender for an interception. That's basically your guarantee now. Washington State has 2nd down and 10, thanks to a generous return. They have good field position. Jamal Morrow fights his way, 9 yards. Good for him. If you're a running back at Washington State, you better be able to catch the ball, because you're not going to run that much. Not under Mike Leach. 3rd down and 1. Can Hobart Bay finally get a stop? It's a read option, and they left the middle of that line wide open. And Jamal Morrow was 8 yards. That's an easy 1st down. That's an easy 1st down. this first down and 10. Luke Falk is looking. He throws to the sideline. Tavares Martin breaks a tackle, but he gets pushed out of bounds. Now it's 3rd down and 3. Can Hobart Bay hold them to a field goal? Answer is no, they cannot. Touchdown for Jamal Morrow, 5 yards. 14 points for Washington State. It took Maryland all of the first half to get to that point. It took Washington State 3 minutes. Play action on 2nd down and 9. Merca's trying to... He's trying to do his best Zach East impression here. And he didn't do bad. Got 8.5 yards off of that. I formation. It's going to be a run down the middle again. They love that play. And it works. Hey, if the play works, why not love it? Why not use it? 3rd down and 3 now. Probably because they've been running it a whole bunch, and that doesn't gain a lot of yards per carry. He's going to throw right to Michael Weisbecker. Michael Weisbecker has a first down. Good for him. If you can't tell, I'm a little bit skeptical about Hobart Bay's chances about winning this game. Zach East throws, and oh, it's caught by Dallas Ross. Good play by Dallas Ross. It was a terrible throw, if we're being perfectly honest. Zach East had a terrible throw, but Dallas Ross made it happen. Zach East is going to stay in. Going to see how he does. Drops back. Throws deep, and it is intercepted. Yep. And you know what? That ball was intercepted right on the goal line, so Washington State ain't going to be back against the 1. They're back at the 20. Now they have 2nd down and 6, and that's caught by Keith Harrington for 13 yards. Well, it was almost a strategic interception that Zach East threw, but c'est la vie. Anyway, looks like a screenplay, and it is. Jamal Morrow makes a man miss, gets a block, has room down the sideline, and he makes another man miss before he finally gets taken down inside the 10. That was interesting. Multiple men missed, even though they had ample opportunity to get him. 1st and goal now. Washington State trying to put up 21 in the first quarter. It's a play action. Throw to Wicks, and he makes some man miss. And he's got 21. Doesn't have 21. He has a touchdown, which puts Washington State at 21 points. Oh boy. Zach East keeps it on the read option, and he's got space, which quickly disappears. About 11 yards, that's pretty good. Hobart Bay will get one more play, barring an incompletion before the end of the first quarter. Putting Steve Merca in there, and he's just going to hand it off to Alex Howell, who's got a good gain of 4. Not bad. And that should end the first quarter 21-0. This is the most points Hobart Bay has given up in a first quarter. This is true. 3rd down and 4 now, seeing if their offense can get anything going. Merca just throws to Dallas Ross, and Dallas Ross has a first down. Good old drag route. Good for those short yardage situations, especially in man coverage. I mean, you can get it in man coverage. 3rd down and 2 now. I formation. It's got to be a run. And it is. And Alex Howell had the first down, but there's a flag, and it's holding. Why wouldn't it be holding? Hobart Bay gets a first down inside Washington State territory, and what happens? It's called back on a holding. Of course that would happen. Either they're shooting themselves in the foot, or the refs are determined to make sure that Hobart Bay goes 0-12. Sack here for Steve Merca. Maybe the O-line is in on the conspiracy as well. I don't know. Good punt, though, by Chase Brooks. Sets Washington State up at only the 3-yard line. Hobart Bay sends a blitz, and that doesn't matter because Jamal Morrow breaks a tackle, finds his way. He's running around, and okay, 9.5 yards. You get Washington State pinned back at the 3, you send a giant blitz, and you still allow them to run for nearly a first down. Play action now. It's caught by Sweet, and don't know what the defender was doing right there, but he missed him, to put it lightly. Good play by Kyle Sweet. I guess you could say he did some ankle breaker moves, but I don't even think that's what it was. So Hobart Bay switching up to man coverage. That's a bit new. He throws to Morrow, and Jamal Morrow has a bunch of space on that sideline as he gets 17. Another first down for Washington State. They're efficient. Luke Falk is 13 of 16 for 210 yards. And it's still the first half, mind you. Quick throw to Chapman, and Chapman almost gets the first down. 9 yards. 9 yards for Chapman. So he's doing well. It's actually only his first catch of the day. Hobart Bay bringing pressure. Leaves it wide open for Kyle Sweet again. 12 yards. Washington State, it's not... They're not even having trouble. Hobart Bay is like, let's bring pressure so that the quarterback throws it away, but then you leave it wide open. Then they're like, we won't bring pressure, and then you're so bad you still leave it wide open. Just like that. They didn't bring pressure, but it was still wide open because pass defense sucks. Yeah, I was definitely wrong earlier when I thought that a change in offensive scheme might help Hobart Bay's defense. No, it ain't helping. It's arguably worse. Handoff to Jamal Morrow. Easy touchdown for Washington State. So they're now up 27, now 28-0. Yeah. Zach East is in. Seeing if something different will help. He's rolling out. Looking, and he's just going to take the first down. No need to force anything when you can get an easy first down and then slide into another man's legs, maybe breaking them in the process. That was a bit dark, I'll admit. That was a bit dark. 3rd down and 8. Merck is in now, so no scrambling today. He throws over the middle, and that's swatted away by Peyton Pallure. So now it's 1st down and 10 for Washington State. Right hash. Luke Falk does not get sacked. Instead, Tavares Martin Jr. makes an unnecessarily spectacular catch for 1 yard. Never say he doesn't put in effort. And Washington State finally does not score. It only took the entire first half for Hobart Bay to do it, but they finally got a stop. 28-0. Inside 10 seconds. That is caught by Michael Weisbecker. 8 seconds left. Hobart Bay calls a timeout. Okay. Maybe another play they can get into field goal range. Field goal wouldn't really help except to raise morale. At least they'd know they weren't getting, shut out. Zach East throws that one to the space between the S and the H in Washington of the Washington State end zone. So here we go. End of the first half. 4 seconds left. Zach East is in here. He's just going to chuck it up, and that is caught! Oh my goodness! Bubba West! The big man! The little big man! He just made that catch! He dove for it! 5'6", maybe 5'5", 400 pounds! And he dives for that one, and he makes the catch for the touchdown at the end of the first half. That just made the day. Even if Hobart Bay gets blown out worse than they ever have, which would require giving up more than 63 points, that was worth it. If you're a Hobart Bay fan, that was worth the ticket, the cost, the price of admission. That was worth it. 100%. That was... I still can't get over it. That was amazing. Anyway, Washington State has dominated. They've had about half the plays. No, wait, that's half the rush yards. They've had about 1/3 of the time of possession. And they have 4 times as many points as Hobart Bay. They haven't needed the rush yards. And they haven't turned the ball over. They're killing Hobart Bay. Hobart Bay has had 1 stroke of luck. I guess 2. One being that they got the stop at the end of the first half. Woohoo. And then the other one being that amazing catch by Bubba West. How does he do it? I don't know. He's 400 pounds and yet he can dive like that. The man's amazing. Never underestimate that man again. Doesn't matter if he's short and fat. He's still got heart. Zach East does the play action here. He's rolling out. Could he have Bubba West again? Oh my goodness, yes he does, and Bubba West is gone. Touchdown Hobart Bay. What? All of a sudden, this game went from 28-0, no chance for Hobart Bay, to 28-14. Maybe their offense is going to get going. But they have to get a stop on defense first. And that's been a problem. And Gerard Wicks gets this catch. Gerard Wicks gets this catch for 8 yards. 3rd down and 1. This should be an easy play for Washington State. Luke Falk throws, and that was knocked down. A diving swat. And Hobart Bay gets the ball back. If they score here, it's a 1-possession game. Merca is looking. He's going to throw over the middle to Alex Howell. Gets the catch. Gets a 1st down. Nice play. 11 yards for Hobart Bay. The ones have 1st down. It's down 1. 10 yards to go. Merca making adjustments. Looking to throw. Doesn't he always? And then he throws an interception. We saw it in the Maryland game where he threw an interception directly to no defender on a curl route. That was the same thing except on a C route. But nothing's happened in this quarter. We're here late in the 3rd quarter and still nothing's happened. 3rd and 18, and that is... Did they call that an interception? What? They called that an interception. Darian Moulton gets an interception. It was tipped up. He failed the 1st time, and then they said he got it the 2nd time. I thought he was out of bounds. Instead, it's 1st down and 10 at the 1-yard line. 1-yard line. Hobart Bay and goal line set, and that doesn't really help. Jamal Morrow gets some breathing room. He gets some breathing room for Washington State. A sack could still result in a safety. But 28-14 and the 3rd quarter. Could something be on the rise here? Or will this be another disappointment? It's a play action this time. Falk throws, has Boyd. 3-yard catch. 3rd down and 3 now. Even if Hobart Bay gets the stop, well, if they get the stop, they get good field position. If they don't, well, at least Washington State has a long ways to go. 3rd down is a read option, and Falk breaks the tackle, and oh, he breaks another, and then he gets tackled. 17 yards. Yep. You get him pinned down to the 1, you go in goal line formation, and they still manage to get out of there without a problem. 1st down play action, and that's a quick strike to Allen. That was a good throw, actually. He just slung it in there. Ray Allen, good catch too. 2nd down and 4 now. Still in that hurry up, they always are. Quick throw to Kyle Sweet. 1st down, Washington State. 12 yards. Now 2nd down and 5. They're wasting no time here. They want to score. They want to put this thing out of reach. No chance for Hobart Bay. That's what they want. Luke Falk, he's looking, and he gets sacked. Ooh, that could be huge. 3rd down and 12, though. The 35-yard line. It's a long field goal from here, 52 yards, but that's still makeable. Even for a college kicker. Falk throws that one, and that is incomplete. They called him out of bounds. So now Washington State, they're going to have to settle for a field goal here. If they make this, it's essentially game over. Here we go. Kick is on the way, and he pushed it left. He pushed it left. And if you see, yeah, Auburn avoids the upset against Ole Miss, but you also see that California actually upset number 4 Oklahoma. That was big. But Hobart Bay, could that have been a sign? Could that possibly have been a sign that Hobart Bay was destined to make this comeback happen? Zach East, what in the world was that? If this were a video game, that would be the definition of a wrong button press. I think the intended receiver was supposed to be that one route that went up and then cut across the field. That wasn't even close to even that. It's like he wanted to throw to the defender. 1st down and goal. Hobart Bay couldn't get anything going on their next drive. And Washington State adds another touchdown here. So, once again, Hobart Bay had a chance. They had a chance, but they blew it. Against Maryland, it was tied. Against Washington State, they had the momentum. And then they blew it. Both times. Turnovers kill. The last play of the game is a sack on Zach East. Once again, a close game ends in disappointment and a blowout. What could have been, what could have been. Luke Falk had another great game. 391 yards, 4 touchdowns, only 1 pick. Good day for him. He is player of the game, 30 of 39, 374 yards. He had some running yards as well. That was 17 of them. So the Cougars, they'll be happy about this one. Always nice to tune up and blow out someone while you're at it. 42-14 is your final score. Hobart Bay should be glad that they have a bye week coming up, because they are now 0-6. Halfway through the season, you haven't won a game. To be perfectly honest, I mean, that's more or less what we expected. This is what we expected throughout the entire season. But they've shown glimpses. Glimpses where maybe, just maybe, they could make something happen and make this a game. And then they do stupid stuff like throw to the opposite side of the field 10 yards short of depth right to a defender who can easily take it in for a touchdown. Interceptions, interceptions, interceptions. My goodness. Washington State wins in a blowout. Make sure to tune in for the post-game stats. Zach East went 7 of 14, 155 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 picks. Steve Merker, 5 of 13, 64 yards, 2 picks, no touchdowns. So Zach East did better than Steve Merker did. Rushing-wise, Alex Hall had 20 runs for 57 yards. Zach East, 10 of 8 for 18, and Steve Merker, 2 for 1. No touchdowns on the ground. So yeah, run game still sucks. Bubba West, 4 catches for 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. He had 2 giant catches. Everyone else, 40 or less. Dallas Ross had 42. Michael Weisbecker, 36. Gio Saria only had 1 catch for 14 yards. It's a pretty off day for him. Defensively, Tyler Smith leads the team in tackles with 8. It wasn't even close. He also got the 1 pick on the day. That was not shown because nothing else happened in that third quarter. The 1 sack was by Kenneth Ewing, so that's good. As far as kick returns, Dallas Ross had 5 returns for 119 yards. Thean Wen had 2 punt returns for 17 yards. Wazoo didn't have a punt return. Luke Falk, 30 of 39, 374 yards, 4 touchdowns a pick. We already went over this when it was declared that he was player of the game. Rushing-wise, Jamal Morrow, 6 runs for 37 yards, a touchdown. Luke Falk, 3 for 17. They don't need much of a running game. Jamal Morrow, the running back, was their leading receiver at 6 catches, 98 yards. Kyle Sweet had 4 for 69. Gerard Wicks, 4 of 68. So 2 of their 3 top receivers are running backs. Yeesh. Defensively, their tackle leader was Peyton Pallure. 2 interceptions, however, go to Jalen Thompson and to Trayshawn Brofton. 1 also goes to Moulton, Darian Moulton. 5 picks for Washington State. That's a pretty good day, I'd say. And, yeah, their kicker did miss a field goal. But, overall, a good day for Washington State. Kick returns, 2 kick returns all day. 2 kick returns all day. Well, Hobart Bay at least led in rushing yards and time of possession, so that's something. They will have a bye week next week, so anticipate a recruiting update. It's going to be the mid-season recruiting update during the bye week. But after the recruiting update, Hobart Bay will face Texas Tech, who is unbeaten and ranked number 22. Have a nice day. I will see you there.